Hello, this is teddygaming team. Welcome back to a review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tales of Timothy Volume 2, issue number 65, Cold Ice. Now this one, I was quite surprised by this one because this one is a Christmas story in a way, but at the same time, it's a very dark story, and I mean, I feel like with this story overall, it was a decent enough story, and I do feel like had it gone in a different direction, I feel like I would have appreciated this story a lot more, but because it doesn't, I feel like there's a lot of stuff which just feels a little bit rushed in a way, and just feels like it's just like, oh, it's happening just because it's the Turtles and stuff like that. So there's a little like disappointing stuff about that, but it's an okay story for the most part. So yeah. Okay, so with the actual story itself, I'm going to start off with the villain because it ties into the story in an actually pretty interesting way. So this villain, he was part of the Foot Clan, and also basically get his family out of the Foot Clan and escape. I don't know if he wants to escape the country or what, but he's trying to escape. And basically his whole deal is that if he can either give them enough money, or if he's able to kill the turtles, then the family will be able to escape. And he's able to find money, but he has to do the one task, which is kill the turtles. And so the way that he goes around this is by building a big snowman to go after the turtles to kill them, which, to be honest, is not really much of a bad idea, considering that it's in the snow, winter and stuff like that. So a pretty formidable villain, not to mention it can regrow and stuff like that. So, everything was really going for this villain. So that's when we cut back over to the actual Turtle stuff. And we do get to see them, they're all hanging out in Northampton with Casey, April and Shadow. And with this, I mean, it's just so annoying that we had to cut back to the action side of things. I feel like this would have been really great had we just stuck with the Turtles and just seem to enjoy Christmas and stuff like that. I feel like that would have been perfect, but unfortunately we don't. But it's just really annoying because I feel like stuff like this is just really stuff which I really want to see a lot more, because it's stuff which don't really get to see too often, but when we do, it's just really heartwarming and stuff like that. It's just so great, and I hope they do bring this kind of stuff back again, because it's just so great. Not stuff which you expect, but stuff which you need. And so yeah, and we do get to see Mark Splinter. He makes a joke about basically going out to bed early and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. But yeah, so that's when they find out about the snowman, and we do go outside to go fight him. And they do fight him. To be honest, there's not very much I can really say about the actual fight itself, just because it's just kind of one of those kind of things. Just it happened, and yeah, because I mean, it's hard to really describe fighting in comics, but yeah, they do fight the snowman, and then that's when they do just go over basically, oh yeah, they can cut the snowman, but he grows and stuff like that. And then that's when they do notice that the snowman has this eyeball coin kind of thing in the snowman. So Mark Splinter asked them to bring the coins over to them, because at this point there was about 2 snowmen I want to say. So they do get 2 snowmen. Oh no, god. Oh god. Mark Splinter gets the 2 coins. He goes over to the fire and melts them, and this basically destroys the snowman. But also at the same time, this also destroys the man who's controlling the snowman. And it tells I find out where he was, but I don't actually know what actually happened or anything like that, which I do find to be somewhat interesting, because on one hand, I do like how they don't really discover it, and they just left wondering oh yeah, what was that, and just just another tale, just because it's turtles and stuff like that. But also on the other hand, I do like how we know, and it adds a lot to it, which I do find to be a little more interesting. It just adds a new depth of everything, which I do hope they do enjoy this. Oh no, no god. What am I trying to say? I do hope they do try and bring back this kind of storytelling again, because I do feel like this kind of side of things where I do tell a story like this is really interesting, because we don't really get to see this kind of thing too often, so it's really great to see that. And yeah, so then that's when we do get to see Casey. He's worried and sad about his car, because during the fight with the snowman broke his car, and now Casey's really sad because it's going to cost him a few grand to fix it, which is really understandable for Casey. But also at the same time, everyone comes over don't worry, bud, we'll help you. We've got a junkyard down the road, it'll be good as normal, which, I mean, at that point, you might as well just build a brand new car, like a bear car at that point. So I'm quite surprised that they haven't done that already, but Yeah, but in case let's bring up the mention of, oh yeah, well, you know, like, well, that's good for now, but at the same time, we still got a lot more bills, mortgage, and stuff like that, which is, like, really great, but at the same time, this is a Christmas story, so, a really depressing, dark kind of story, but, you know, it's Christmas, so, yeah, and then for the final page, you do get to see Rat King, he goes over to the grave where that man was and just picks up a flower, and that's pretty much it for the story, so, yeah, just overall the story, it was a really great one because, like I said, I do enjoy how they did tell the story. Like, one with how, like, Toads didn't really know the actual main villain, but we did. I find that to be, like, a really fascinating, interesting way to tell the story, and it's something which I do hope to do, like, bring back again, because I feel like there's a lot of potential here to tell a really interesting story with, like, this kind of thing. Like, I'd say, like, if they just do, like, this kind of storytelling, like, throughout, like, more issues, I feel like it could, like, really build, like, a big mystery and stuff like that. I feel like there's a lot of potential here to tell a really great story with this kind of storytelling. And then also, with the actual main story itself, with the Toads enjoying Christmas for once. Again, it was so nice to see them doing this kind of stuff, which normally don't really get to see them like this. And when we do, it's not really too long, so at least we're seeing them like this again, but at the same time, I want to see more because it's just so fun and great to see this kind of stuff. It's just so amazing and heartwarming. And then also, like I said, at the beginning of this video, where I do feel like had this like story gone in a different direction, then maybe things might be different for me. So, like, with that, I'd just say that, like, overall, I'd say that I do really enjoy the story quite a bit, but at the same time, because I want to see the Toads enjoy Christmas, I do feel like it would have been quite interesting to see, like, the Toads enjoy Christmas throughout the whole issue, and then maybe have, like, the villain and his story and the snowman, like, fight Master Splinter in, just, like, in, it's basically like the B story kind of thing. I feel like that would have been, like, a perfect story, but unfortunately we don't get some of that, which is really disappointing. And then for the artwork, so, yeah, I mean, I was not expecting anything, like, too great or anything, because this is, like, during the, like, the Mirage era, Toads and all that kind of stuff, which, you know, it's not bad, but at the same time, this really feels like a Christmas kind of story, the art style, especially with the eyes. I don't know what it is about it with the eyes of Casey, it works so well for being a Christmas story, and I want this artist to come back and do more Christmas stories. This is possibly going to be one of the best total Christmas stories ever. Just, oh my god, just, wow, I never thought I'd be this excited and happy about a Christmas story. And I'm recording this in, what, August, so, oh god. So, yeah. So, yeah, overall, this issue was a pretty great one, to say the very least. And I've got a feeling I'll probably reread this one quite a few more times, just because it's honestly a really great story. I must admit, like, when reading it, I didn't think I had this big of a smile on my face, but now actually talking about it, I'm actually really happy about it. So, yeah, I got a feeling that this one might be a yearly reread and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think about this issue? Do you like it? Do you not? And, yeah, that's again for today, guys. If you listen, please share, subscribe and all stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.